The Backdoor Theater is a place of mystery. It's an intriguing space because it has the ability to transform itself to another place entirely. Theater spaces in general are interesting because of their innate ability to morph into a foreign setting. But the Backdoor Theater brings a nuance of intimacy to its audiences that is unmatched by other local theatrical performance spaces. The Grand Opera House, Cox Capitol Theater, the Douglas Theater, they all have their own signature flair, but the Backdoor is a place where actors literally get in your face, which submerges you into the story you're witnessing there.
As an audience member, you can suspend disbelief easier, I think, because it is so just right there. But then again, it does make it harder as a performer to just sort of, you have to be on top of your game.
An impact exists on the psychological level as a result of the proximity of the actors that can be really stimulating to the audiences. That stimulation is what makes an audience sympathize with the characters. It's electric. It seems as if there's a current flowing from the show into every actively engaged audience member.
I think mainly for the performers. I mean, you're like right there. The audience, you're gonna see their reactions to it. The lights are not gonna hide it. You're gonna see it, you know. I mean, it's completely different than being at the Grand. You can't really see people's faces there. Here, you know whether or not if you're trying to make somebody laugh, you know whether or not you did. I mean, it's kind of like you're in the show. You're right there with them.
This is what's so profound about this theater. Much like a digital story, it helps storytellers to express their history, dreams, and desires in a fashion that is often highly stylized and dramatic. It encourages interpretation and helps to inform why we experience things the way that we do. Every show performed at the Backdoor Theater evokes a new, totally unique setting, state of being, and experience to the audience. I think that far too often, we get so caught up working and mindlessly going through our daily motions that we forget to stop and appreciate the simple things. I think we ought to pause from time to time and really take a moment to learn how we can better live our lives. There's something about theatrical performance that's always been close to me. The inane practice of pretending that we all partook in as children is developed, honed, and presented in a way that provokes interest and intrigue.
It's like where everything just comes together, the design aspects, the lights, the costumes, the set, if there is one. That's what this place is.
Productions in this space make you think. The unique place creates an environment that allows the message in the drama to mean something. It's impactful. It provokes thought. To me, it often even provides some insight into the human condition and suggests a new way of thinking or interpretation.
You might come in here with strict views on what you will and will not do with theater, but honestly, it changes over time.
For each of the 60 seats in the theater, there is another take on the story being told. Ultimately, it makes me challenge what I accept as truth. In our constantly developing world, it's important to challenge your own convictions in order to become a more aware individual. The Backdoor Theater is a place of mystery, magic, and mayhem. Perhaps the most impactful purpose of this structure is the challenges it makes for the audience. The true question is, do you accept this challenge?